This is RTV6 News at 5, working for you.
Good evening. I'm Amanda Starantino.
And I'm Mark Mullins. First at 5, the Colts moving forward. Head coach Frank Reich and new starting quarterback Jacoby Brissett are now talking about the start of the post-Andrew Luck era for the Indianapolis Colts.
And as you've likely seen, quarterback Andrew Luck shockingly announced his retirement Saturday night after the Colts-Bears preseason game.
RTV6 Sports Director Dave First and Brad Brown are live at the Colts complex getting reaction and the next step in the plan of action. Hey, guys.
Yeah, here's the thing, guys. Back here at the Colts complex today, the team reported back to camp, if you will, trying to get ready for this fourth and final preseason game coming up on Thursday. And, yeah, trying to move ahead. But here's the thing. More media than I've ever seen inside that media room here today, and they all wanted to know, what about Andrew Luck?
Specifically because it's only this fourth preseason year. We're not even in the regular season yet, and the media kind of cramming in here to figure out. And to make the greater point, I'm not sure they completely know right now what that post-Andrew Luck era looks like. They're still going to be trying to figure that out as this week goes forward.
Very strange to walk in the locker room, too, and see an empty locker where Andrew Luck had been for a number of years after the renovation, of course, at the locker room. But anyway, take a look at practice, and all eyes, of course, on Jacoby Brissett. And if there's any good news in all this is not like 2011 when there wasn't a plan B when Peyton Manning went out. This team does have a plan B, and it's Jacoby Brissett.
And the benefit they can take from this is that he has been part of this system now for a couple of seasons.
Right.
He went through 2017. He has taken, Coach Reich said, more than 1,200 reps with this number one offense through the course of spring and summer. So he is, by no means, he's ready. He's fully prepared as far as the snaps go. What remains to be seen is how that's going to translate to game action.
But it's all about moving forward for this franchise.
We can respect and honor the player and the teammate that Andrew is and was. But at the same time, we can share an excitement and an enthusiasm about the team that we have going forward and the journey ahead of us. Ultimately, it isn't how good any one player is. It's not. It's about how good we are as a team.
And a roller coaster of emotions. And the main thing is just, not being able to see Andrew every day. And that's, today was kind of weird walking in and not seeing him, but, that's the thing to deal with. But, every ups and downs, but, it's on the way up now, so that's all that matters.
The guy that was most caught off by Luck not being there was Anthony Costanzo, who is his locker mate next to him. When we talked to Costanzo, he said, I'm not used to having this much room when we talk to you here. So there was a little bit of kind of a light mood amongst these guys. They're all trying to take it in stride because they recognize we're back to business. The guys that are here got to get back to work this week. And, of course, we're just a couple weeks from the start of the regular season.
It's still stunning, though. The sport that Andrew loves so much suddenly sucked the life out of him, and it wasn't any more fun whatsoever. And it came to that decision that he announced on Saturday, but knew maybe as early as a week before that.
Yeah, he really had talked a lot about the fact that he had kind of processed this for a couple of weeks. It sounds like he talked to Coach Reich and some of the folks around here starting back on last Monday, it would have been, and then talked to guys like T.Y. Hilton and Jacoby ahead of Saturday. And, of course, we all know how Saturday kind of went down. It was messy in the grand scheme of things, not ideal for anyone, but this is where we are now, and I think Andrew particularly handled it as well as he could on Saturday.
I'm going to guess if you're a season ticket holder and you just bought season tickets a couple days ago, you would have liked to have known that information that Andrew Luck wasn't going to be around.
Here's what's interesting. Some of the sports books out in Vegas and otherwise, they're offering refunds on some of the luck bets for MVP and for the Colts to the Super Bowl and whatnot. If you go online and whatnot, there's some of those monies are being handed back. So some people are taking it business hit in this as well.
Take advantage of a situation like that. Here's the thing, though. Yes, there were boos after the game Saturday night. Not only did Andrew Luck hear them, a lot of the players heard them as well. Their thoughts on that coming up all new at 6. For now, Brad Brown, Dave First here live at the Colts complex.
Thanks, guys. And former Indianapolis Colts long snapper Matt Overton is offering to buy the season tickets from fans who are angry over Andrew Luck's retirement so he can donate them to kids in the hospital. Overton, who played on the Indianapolis Colts from 2012 to 2016, posted to Twitter that he would buy the season tickets from any angry Colts fans so he could donate them to patients at Riley Hospital for Children and their families. In the tweet, he also said, quote, "I'm serious."
And I don't think a lot of people will be too disappointed about that. Well, it is a Storm Team 6 alert day. We are not done with the rain yet. We've got soaked pretty much all day long, but we just saw Brad and Dave, and it's dry where they're at, so
timing
it's a little spotty.
is everything.
Okay.
Timing and location.
So they lucked out.
So through tomorrow, we'll have this chance for showers and some thunderstorms. Let's head outside and check out the low cloud cover. If it isn't raining at your house, certainly looks like rain at times through the day. We've had officially just under an inch of rain in Indianapolis. Most spots a little less than that, and it's been somewhat spotty. As you can see, not much happening between Indy and the Wabash River. Just west of that, though, rainfall picks up in intensity a little bit. We'll watch these storms because some sun has broken out in the eastern portion of Illinois. That will give these storms a little better opportunity to have some strength. There is a marginal or low risk for severe storms in western Indiana. Notice temperatures closer to 80 in Terre Haute, while it's 8 degrees cooler, or 72 in Indianapolis, 75 in Muncie. Isolated to scattered thunderstorms tonight, especially west central Indiana. Temperatures pretty steady all evening long.
It's worth it. It can and will save lives that way. The vaccines do.
New tonight, getting the upper hand on a disease that kills Hoosiers every single year. The flu season is quickly approaching, and tonight flu shots are already available. 113 people in our state died last season from the virus, according to the state health department. Working for you, RTV6's Stephanie Wade is speaking with health professionals, learning why they want you to act sooner rather than later.
Most pharmacies like CVS are already offering the flu shot. Soon, doctors' offices and hospitals will have them too. Do you always get the flu shot?
Every time.
Why?
It tends to protect me and my family.
Are you planning on getting the flu shot?
No.
Why not?
Because it never really helped me. And sometimes I get sick after the shots.
Whether you choose to get the flu shot or not this year, there's no denying flu season is soon upon us. The IU Health Special Pathogens Program Manager says flu season actually began 2 months ahead of schedule in Australia and New Zealand, which are typical indicators for how America will be impacted.
So they hadn't even really vaccinated yet, and it hit hard and fast, and it impacted those that are most at risk, the people over 65 and kids under the age of 5, and those with other health issues.
She says doctors spent a lot of time examining what happened in Australia to see what type of viruses are circulating to make the best educated guess here. Last year's flu season was the longest we've had in a decade. And because they produced a new vaccine this year, there's no way of telling yet how effective it will be. Working for you, Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
Now, if you ever have concerns about your health and need help getting answers, reach out to us at workingforyou@rtv6.com.
A 1-year-old child in Hendricks County is dead after being left in a car outside her house for about 4 hours. The Hendricks County Sheriff's Office says deputies rushed to the 8,000 block of North County Road 650 East around 5:30 Sunday evening. That's near Brownsburg. Investigators say a family had returned from church about 4 hours earlier and thought that someone had gotten the toddler out of the car seat and put her down for a nap inside the house. The adults and 4 children took a nap, not realizing the child was still in the car. They awoke to find the child still in the vehicle and unresponsive. The family attempted life-saving measures but were unsuccessful. Medics pronounced the toddler dead at the scene. The sheriff's office says criminal charges are not anticipated. 3 days after a brother and sister were found dead, police have arrested a teen in connection to that crime. IMPD says today officers arrested a 15-year-old boy for his alleged involvement in the deaths of 15-year-old Ashlyn Nelson and her brother, 16-year-old Nicholas Nelson. Officers say they found the siblings in their northeast side home on Wynn Hill Drive with gunshot wounds Friday morning. Medics pronounced both Ashlyn and Nicholas Nelson dead at the scene. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office will review the case and make a charging decision involving the 15-year-old boy who police arrested. And new at 5, an Indianapolis woman is officially charged with 2 counts of murder and 1 count of attempted murder stemming from the shooting death of a 3-month-old boy and his 37-year-old uncle over the weekend. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office filed the charges today against 36-year-old Ivory Smith. The Marion County coroner says William Wilson Jr. and his nephew, Caldor T. Wilson, were the victims of Saturday's shooting on Guilford Avenue. According to court documents, Ivory Smith has been identified as William Wilson Jr.'s girlfriend. Smith also allegedly shot William Wilson Jr.'s mother, who suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Still ahead at 5:30 on RTV6. When you think of motorcycles, you don't normally think about pearly whites, super clean teeth, and dentists. We will show you how a group of motorcycle riding dentists hope to change lives with their bikes.
Plus, right after the break, how a goat farm is helping prepare students for the workforce. Kevin.
And heaviest rain right now in northwest portions of the state, west of Lafayette, from, say, Fowler down to Williamsport near Petersburg. Talk about what's ahead tonight and when the sun reappears.
We get it, Dad. You never will.
Happening tomorrow, people in Bloomington are going to rally in an effort to combat what they call an escalation of white supremacist activity in the city. The group Bloomington United will hold an evening of solidarity tomorrow at the Monroe County Courthouse. Bloomington United says the city has experienced an increase in hate activity over the past 2 years, especially among white supremacy groups. So Bloomington United says it will promote diversity and inclusion at tomorrow's event. It starts at 5:30 in the evening. Earlier this month, the Bloomington Farmers Market shut down for 2 weeks due to public safety concerns after a vendor at the market was outed as a member of a white supremacist group. The owners of Schooner Creek Farms were revealed as members of the group Identity Europa in leaked chat logs from white nationalist online forums. Well, they were also named by the suspect who vandalized a synagogue in Carmel, according to transcripts of FBI interviews with the suspect. The Bloomington Farmers Market has since reopened with extra police patrolling the area.
Hiring Hoosiers is an RTV6 initiative to connect you to the job you want or the education to get yourself that job. Students are heading into the world of agriculture and running their own farm in Owen County. Through Owen Valley High and Spencer, students take classes at their boar goat farm. They take care of the goats from trimming hooves all the way to helping with the birthing, and students are responsible for the goats on weekends, holidays, and even on summer break. They will at one point take the goats to market, and instructors say this makes it a combination of getting experience in agriculture and also business.
So besides production, they learn the economics of keeping animals. They learn how to feed and care for animals. And they're basically out here in total control of a farm operation.
And instructors say this can help students figure out if they want to get into agriculture, livestock, or veterinary medicine after high school. Right now, we have more on these goat farms, plus a whole list of open jobs that you can apply for around Central Indiana. That's all on our website at hiringhoosiers.com.
A traffic alert: your commute this week will be a lot easier, but it will be short-lived. After being closed for more than 2 weeks, the eastbound and northbound lanes of I-465 have reopened on the southeast side between I-65 and I-70. You can see traffic is moving well at this live look of that area of I-465. While crews have finished this round of construction work, I-465 southbound and westbound will close in that same area on September 6th and reopen on September 21st.
In less than a week, one of the largest transportation changes in Indianapolis history will be in place. On Sunday, the Red Line Rapid Transit Service will kick off. It will all go all the way from Broad Ripple on the north side to the University of Indianapolis on the south side. The Red Line will also run through the most populated areas of downtown Indy. This week, Indigo is now conducting final practice runs along the entire 13-mile route. New road configurations and pavement markings are in place on College Avenue, Meridian Street, and Capitol Avenue. Indigo says since the Red Line is a service that is brand new to riders and bus drivers, they expect delays. They are asking everyone to be patient. And working for you, we are getting you ready by going inside the Red Line. Call 6 Investigates Rafael Sanchez finds out how this new bus line will impact everyone who goes into Marion County and the changes you have to know. Join us for our half-hour special Inside the Red Line this Thursday, August 29th at 7 p.m.
Rainy days and Mondays, they combine today.
But they don't get us down.
No, they don't get us down.
Yeah, sure.
I could talk more about rain for tonight and tomorrow, but I could also mention that Wednesday and Thursday should be sunny.
Good,
Okay.
we want to hear that.
See, always find
Sounds
something
good.
for you there. As far as our rain chances, they're periodic tonight and tomorrow. 70% chance we'll have additional showers and thunderstorms ahead of a cold front. Not that it will drop temperatures that dramatically, but overall below average temperatures this week. There's your sunshine and dry conditions on Wednesday and Thursday. Heaviest rainfall, Benton County northwest of Fowler, then coming in along the Wabash River, Williamsport, Attica, anywhere between Williamsport and Petersburg. This is drifting north and east. So far, not much in the way of lightning associated with that. Another little downpour right for Terre Haute area in southwest Vigo County. That drifts to the north and east. I think some of the heavier showers, the more active area, will continue to be western portions of the state with the arrival of developing developing showers and some isolated thunderstorms from Illinois. Here's the departing rain that we've had through the day. As far as our severe weather threat, it is low, what we call a marginal risk. Anywhere from Lafayette to Terre Haute west seems to be the best chance. Of the reason, a little bit of sunshine has warmed conditions there, giving a little more fuel to additional thunderstorms. And you can see the change in color on the map representing the warmer temperatures. Nearly 80 in Terre Haute, while it's only 68 in Richmond, 76 in Lafayette, 70 in Columbus. As far as our rain chances as we go through the night tonight, they'll increase again, especially overnight. This is specifically for Indianapolis. I think the rain chances will be higher early tonight and then higher everywhere by the morning hours tomorrow. 11 o'clock, there are the showers and thunderstorms again. A couple could be strong. West central Indiana. As we go through the overnight, the expansion in the coverage of rainfall. That's what we get started with on Tuesday morning. Through the day tomorrow, most likely time for rain and thunderstorms in the morning. It's not the only time, though. The cold front has to slide through, and until that happens, we may still have some early afternoon thunderstorms. Temperatures no warmer than the upper 70s for an afternoon high, and we'll see that wind change direction. 9 o'clock in the morning, not a lot. 1 o'clock, there are some additional showers and thunderstorms. Those are off to the east, and we start to allow cooler, drier area into the picture, and that gives us a day like that Wednesday. Sunshine, 78 degrees. We'll follow Wednesday's sunshine up with more sunshine on Thursday. One way to look at Friday and Saturday, instead of saying a 20% chance of thunderstorms, it's an 80% chance you'll stay dry.
Right, that's true.
Very nice.
Glass half full right there.
Rainy days and Mondays don't get us down.
Don't get us down. You got the silver lining right there.
We'll be right back.
Hiring Hoosiers only on RTV6.
Hello and a very good day to you. I'm Julie Grant with Court TV Live, and we are covering 3 big stories here on Court TV today. First, we're expecting opening statements to begin today in a murder trial happening in Pensacola, Florida. Authorities say that a former crime scene technician killed a private eye over $34,000. Ashley MacArthur is the defendant in this case, and she will be standing trial accused of first-degree murder for the death of Taylor Wright. We'll be bringing you live coverage from the courtroom as soon as this trial begins. And this morning in New York City, Harvey Weinstein pleaded not guilty to a brand new indictment brought against him by prosecutors. The charges were revised in an effort to open the door to evidence involving actress Annabella Sura, who claims that she was raped by Weinstein back in 1993. The trial date has also been rescheduled and is now expected to begin on January 6th, 2020. Also, a jury found defendant Michael Draka guilty of the crime of manslaughter late Friday night for the shooting death of Marquise McLaughlin. Draka was remanded into custody, and he will be sentenced on October 10th. You can count on gavel-to-gavel coverage right here on Court TV Live. I'm Julie Grant. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Julie. And you can stream Court TV Live anywhere 24/7 at courttv.com.
An extreme athlete just completed what seemed to be an impossible mission, something no other person on earth has ever done.
So he traveled from California to Hawaii across the Pacific on a stand-up paddleboard.
What?
Yeah. 42-year-old Antonio De La Rosa is an ultra-endurance athlete from Spain. He became the first person in history to cross the Pacific Ocean as a stand-up paddleboarder.
Well, De La Rosa covered 2,500 miles of open ocean using wind, currents, and elbow grease. His vessel, the Ocean Defender, is a combo paddleboard and small boat with a sleeping cabin, storage bins, and solar panels for power. GoPro cameras documented his days and nights at sea. There was no escort vessel. De La Rosa was all alone.
No motor, no, only the motor this is the motor. It's difficult moving this kind of boat with very small paddle.
Well, De La Rosa says the view out there was breathtaking. Hurricane Floss missed him, but the storm pushed him a bit off course.
Wow, De La Rosa has enough supplies to last him 90 days, but he expected to be done in 70 days. It actually took him 76 days to paddle from San Francisco to Hawaii.
I can barely get outside just the waves area.
Wow, it's crazy.
So I'm very impressed.
I can
That
hardly
is
sit
so
still
cool.
on a flight from San Francisco to Hawaii.
Very cool.
All new at 6 here on RTV6. The new head of the State Veterans Affairs sits down with Call 6 Investigates the changes he's made to improve the lives of veterans in our state.
But first on the Now Indy, how a group of actors and set designers hope to change the future of one Indianapolis neighborhood. Their unique effort to make our city thrive. You're watching RTV6. We'll be right back.